Hey water lilies, it's me, kjyinemi, coming to you today from my front porch. Yep. So today I just wanted to have a little chit chat with you regarding something that was placed on my heart to say. I don't know who needs to hear this message, but sometimes you just have to say things, get it off your chest, and be set free. I'll give you a little hint. It's regarding some DNA results. Yeah, so anyway, for those of you all, my returning subscribers, welcome back. Karibu sana. And if this is your first time at my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notify bell so that you can be notified. Make sure you click all so you'll know when I upload a video, which is generally every Monday and maybe a bonus towards the end of the week. And let me know in the comments section where you hail from. So, stand by to stand by and let's get this little chit chat started. Oh, also, if you could, let me know if you think that after watching the video, if you think that I should do a live video on DNA results, a more in-depth look at DNA results. Let me know. All right, stand by to stand by. Hey water lilies, it's me, kjyinemi, coming to you today from the steps of my new abode. Today we're not doing backseat chronicles, but we're doing the front porch steps, okay? And I just wanted to do it may be lengthy, so I don't know. It's kind of a video from the heart. And it's also just, just me just speaking in general, because I'm in my place. I'm paid through the next 7 months. And, because that's how they do it over here. You have a choice to pay for 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And my landlord got an extra month out of me, supposedly, to fix the entryway. But, of course, it's not fixed yet, but that's neither here nor there. Just know that I am in my spot, and maybe, just maybe, I'll give you a grand tour. So it's a beautiful view. I got palm trees. I see people walking up and down the road, and I mean all day, all night long. So I'm in a very busy area, and I guess you get used to it. If you have a sensitivity to noise, this is not the place you want to be. This area is called Kunduchi, and down the street, at the end of the street is the beach. When you drive down the road, it's a little hilly, so if you're at like the top of the hill, you can see the beach from there. So I'm told it's about a 15-20 minute walk. I will walk there tomorrow, maybe. That's my goal, is to get up early in the morning and walk there before it heats up too much. However, it's a lovely breeze here, so it's hot, but there's a nice breeze. Anyway, that is not what I wanted to talk about today. I moved here, and as I was talking, I was like, okay, I'm going to start a business, and we're definitely going to get some healing going on in the motherland, because to me, that's what it means to return here, is to get some healing. Everybody's healing is different. So for me, I have a lot of internal issues that, I need to heal. I need to forgive. I always say I'm not forgiving nobody. And it's not so much that I'm forgiving people because, oh, I know you didn't mean to do what you do. No, I'm forgiving because there's nothing I can do about it. It's nothing I can do about it. Certain situations in life, you had that first boyfriend or whatever, he broke your heart. Move on. You had situations with your parents or whatever. You felt like this should have been better. Move on, especially if they still here. In this day and age, people are losing their loved ones left and right. I'm still fortunate and blessed to still have my mother. She's 89 years old. And, you know, she's got dementia, so I talk to her regularly, and she always say, when you coming? When you coming? And I'm like, Mom, all the way on the other side of the world. And then she'll be like, you over there? That's far away. Yes, it's far away. I've made it. I've made it over here, and I'm trying to make the best of it. And so my first step, you know, I've been on holiday, vacation, whatever you want to call it, and I've, you know, just enjoyed myself to the best of my ability. I've learned how to totally relax. I'm not in that truck no more. I'm not being bounced all over the place. I feel a little better. Now, when I left Zanzibar and came to Tanzania, I threw my body into shock because I went and stayed at the hostel, whatever you want to call it, hostel. Yes, it wasn't hostel, but I had that AC cranking, and just from a little less than 2 weeks staying in this AC, my body was just aching. So in my house, it is an upstairs, downstairs. There's no AC. However, I've got this mad, crazy breeze going on. So hopefully I took a little ibuprofen last night because, I mean, just everything was hurting, my back, my knees, everything. And I was like, what is this? Oh, this is from you having the AC on 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. I don't even know what that is, but I know it was ice cold in there. My water that was just sitting up on the table was ice cold. How dumb am I? So yeah, you know, I don't know what Celsius is, but it was really cold, and I didn't want to turn it off because I was afraid it wouldn't come back on. So, you know, you live and learn. It's all good. So here I am. I think the first thing that I want to talk about, I know y'all like, get to the point, my especially sister. Sister's like, I don't want to hear all that, and others, but this is my channel. I keep telling y'all, this is my channel, okay? And what I want to briefly say today, it's a doozy. It's a doozy for anybody. And I know, you know why I know it's a doozy? Because I've had family members say, hey, let it go. You didn't know before, so it doesn't make a difference. So I'm gonna release this ton of bricks off of my shoulders. And I'm a little nervous. My voice is a little jumpy and everything, but I don't care because ain't nobody gonna beat my ass. So there you have it. Growing up, you know, when my dad passed away in 2007, my parents had been married for 55 years. And so, you know, you just go through life. Your parents love you or whatever. They do the best they can for you and all that stuff. So I know, like, those that's really close to me know where this is going. So I imagine you go do your DNA because you want to know where you're from, and you got these people over here saying, oh, don't do that. It's a joke. It's a farce. It's X, Y, and Z. You're wasting your money. You paying Mzungu or white people or whatever to tell you where they stole you from. Shut the fuck up. If you don't want to do the test, then don't do it. Real simple. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I got me an F-bomb in there and it felt good. Anyway, I did the test. I have to calculate because I don't know how old I am, and I don't know. I did the test about 3 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, because I was like 49 years old or something like that. And I did the test to see, you know, you got all these family stories. Oh, this person is from here, this person is from there. And then the more you start reading about the history of the transatlantic slave trade, and even for you people that say we was already here, we're Moors, it doesn't matter, because if you was already here and you was Moors, you was still dark skinned. And then when the white people landed on this land that they said they discovered, but how do you discover something that's already inhibited? I don't know, but now those people are light. The ones that they call natives, y'all lighter than light with straight hair, and you don't even look. I've seen pictures of these new millennial chiefs, and it just looks like the average everyday Joe white person. They don't look like what I feel like a native should look like, or what you thought a native should look like. You know, they called them red, they called them this and that and the other, and you know, all sorts of whatever white people feel comfortable with doing. And you know, this is not a jab at them, because I could care less about white people. That's just my thought process. Do what you do. I'm where I am who I am because of y'all, and because of y'all wicked, evil ways, I am here. So, and there's no other way to put it. So, getting back to my DNA test, I got the results back, and surprise! You know, I'll put it up in the corner over here so you can see. These are the new, you know, they update every so often. But anyway, predominantly, I'm only like 69, 60-something percent African, okay? The rest of that, we're Henry Louis Gates, I think I said his name right, he said that the average African American has about 19% European blood running through their veins. So I have like 31%. It's not a badge of honor, people, not at all. When I got here to Zanzibar, there was a lady, she said she was Greek. And so she's kind of like, as I'm trying to walk away from her, so you know, I won't be rude or whatever and just, you know, come out the bag on her ass, but she's like, oh, have you done your ancestry? And what did you find out? And so I'm trying to explain to her that I traced this one line all the way back to something. I can't even pronounce the names or whatever. And whatever that I told her, she said, oh, that's Greek. You should be proud to be Greek. And I'm like looking at her like, bitch, why? The fuck why? Y'all was rapists, thieves, pedophiles. Why would I be? And don't come for me, because it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. You know, we have been so brainwashed, and we have been taught to embrace this garbage. It's total rubbish, okay? That these stories of these sisters, our foremothers, foremothers, being molested when they barely got their womanhood. I know for a fact one of my great grandmothers had her first child. She was barely 12, okay? And so I had to ask a cousin, did you see our great grandmothers, did you see Mama Joe's sisters? What they look like? Because my great grandmother's dark, very dark. And so my cousin tells me, yeah, they were light, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. Why do you ask? Because this is what happened. She was barely 12, so that sounds like some molestation to me. So her first daughters were mulattoes, you know. That's not cute. You're taking a child's innocence from them. But anyway, we're gonna get back to this story, because my history is rich, okay, regardless of what they thought they were doing. And maybe I'll just do a series on my DNA background. But anyway, we're gonna get to the true meat of this video. And that is, along with the results, I got the shock of my life, where how it's set up on this particular website is you send in your saliva sample, and they, in the 2 weeks time, they send you back results. And I had initially had 500 results. These results are people that are actually blood related to you, because this particular website, I know you don't know what a centromorgan is from a centimeter, but anything under 7 centromorgans means that you come from the same area. Anything over that number, and some websites even go even higher. They say 8 or 9. Anything over that, it means that these are your true relatives. These are your blood. You have blood ties to these particular people. So this particular website, they don't even put up anything less than a 7, because they feel like, okay, that's irrelevant. So out of these 500 people that I had in common, that I had, you know, these are my matching centromorgans, I put in my last name, boom, nothing comes up. I call my sister and I'm like, look, why is this like this? And she's like, I don't know, you could pull genes from, centuries ago or generations ago and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going through and I'm putting in every name that I could think of. And quite honestly, on my mother's side, not a whole lot was coming up. So I guess that particular part of the family, not a whole lot of people tested either way you go. So I'm looking and I got into an argument back in 2004 and somebody said, hey, this man is supposed to be your father. And I was like, that's the best you got, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. It's doable. I threw his name in there. I don't know nothing about this person, but I threw the name in there and just all sorts of information comes up. His mom's maiden name. When I put his last name in there, I got a few matches. I got more than when I put my own last name in. So it was still iffy. So I put his mother's maiden name into my search engine for these 500 relatives. And out of those 500 relatives, with putting in his mother's maiden name to see who's who, I had 300 matches. WTF. So what y'all trying to tell me? So I call, I have to call the consultant. Everything goes through my sister. So, it's a certain kind of feeling. And people say, oh, just get over it. Just move on. Just my ass. This is not you. It didn't happen to you. So how do you come to grips with that, comes to terms, especially when you can't really ask the guilty parties no questions? My biological father passed away in 2001. My daddy passed away in 2007. My mama is still here, but she's got dementia. Who do you ask questions to? Who do you turn to, talk to, or whatever? We got issues. I got a brother that's out in the state of Washington that won't even acknowledge, and I got tired of trying because you can't force anybody to accept you. You can't force anybody to accept the situation. I'm still the same person. I'm, a drifter, the high plains drifter. That is me. I'm still doing things how I do it. I'm not going to change my name. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm still who I am because my daddy took really good care of me. My biological donor, that's all it is. Because I wrecked my brain. And I was like, has this man ever said 2 words to me? No. And I'm not mad at that because my daddy, the only daddy I know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I was daddy's girl. So it's okay. But I look at it this way. I gained more family. So I am grateful for the most part. All you Haneys out there that's following, hey, Team Haney. I am the great granddaughter of Charlie Haney, and Charlie Haney is one of 10. Yes, he's from the first batch, and we're gonna get into that history level. I think it's safe to share my family tree with people, but that's gonna be on another video. Just to tell you, maybe you want to look into your family history or whatever. It was fun. It was so much fun. Some nights I was getting only like 1 or 2 hours of sleep because I just couldn't stop searching my family tree. And I found some very interesting information doing so. And I found a whole gang of family that I never knew existed. And the cool, really nice, cool thing about it is they accepted me for me. I have my one cousin. I went to his house and he said, come in here and let me look at you. Yep, you look just like him. You look just like him. And I'm just like, okay. I got a little brother. I gained a little brother. I don't know, people like looking like, I don't really care what y'all think about what I have to say about this situation. You know, I peeped game on some stuff, and not everybody is going to be as accepting of your plight as, you know, you would like them to be. It's not their life. So all this to say, I cannot control what my parents did or didn't do to get me here. Do you understand? I have nothing to do with it. I have no control over who cheated, over who was cheating. If I'm doing a family tree, you'll find out that, okay, somebody is turning up the music. You will find that everybody cheated. Everybody cheated. Don't point your finger and say, oh, men cheat more than women, or women, you know, everybody cheated. And back then, you may have not have cheated, but you might have got pregnant messing around, and then you married somebody else and put that child on that person, and you never told them. Well, guess what? That's not a really good thing. That's not a good thing at all, because you think about it, in some places, you know, there's not very much variety or choice as to people that you know, who you can date or marry or whatever. I am thankful to the ancestors that I never dated my brother. You know, it's another thing, dated cousin, but my brother, I know I did. My little brother is fine as shit. I just want y'all to know, and y'all know. But either way, you don't tell your kids who they belong to. You're mad at these people, you do whatever. You're trying to be sneaky, try to take it to the grave with you. Stop doing that shit. Just tell it. The truth is a light. Truth will set you free. Because it's just damn gross if you do meet somebody and you end up dating them and find out you're related to that person. You know, who wants to do that? That's awful. So with that being said, you know, my mother, she's my mother. I forgive you for your indiscretions, the things that you, I'm here. There's nothing that can be done. You can't push me back up, and I'm way too big for the canal. So, you know, I'm here. I'm grateful. I'm forever grateful. Kinda. You know, like, oh, this world is crazy, but I'm here. I'm above the ground. So I'm grateful to that. To my ancestor, you know, it is what it is. Good looking out for the donation. What? You know, I went to the grave. I yelled at the sky. I did whatever. Nothing changed. Nothing happened. I feel the same way. You know, for my relatives that tell me, oh, let it go. You ain't got to tell nobody. People going to gossip. I don't get, that's it. On y'all gossip, let me help y'all out here. My neighbor is my neighbor, rest his soul, is my biological father. It is what it is. Okay? I'm not the first. I'm not the last. I'm one of millions of people, because in my search, I joined classes to see, why am I not getting nowhere on this tree? I had this nice tree that I started, and guess what? Once the truth came to light and whatever, I had to start from scratch on my tree. So I started a new tree, and I found a bunch of relatives. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see a lot of y'all because I had some right up the road in Flint. I got some in Detroit. I didn't get to see y'all because I had to, you know, get up out the United States. Y'all can have that. For those of you that think that, you know, oh, we're going to be okay. I'm over here in Africa just chilling. You know, things, it ain't perfect. It ain't a smooth ride. It's not a smooth transition. I'm trying to show you as much of it on a real person level, a person with a little bit to no money, because, you know, in my house, you would never believe this house, upstairs, downstairs, what I paid per month for this house was less than $130 a month. You would never, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, living room, dining room, little itty bitty tiny kitchen, and a little nook. I don't even know what that could be for, you know. So I'm okay with that. I have a bed. I was able to buy a bed. Shout out to Daniel. Thank you for your contribution. I bought a bed and a mattress. I don't have not one single solitary chair, so that's kind of why I'm sitting on the steps on a pillow. I don't have a chair. I don't have a table. but it will come. You know, I got what I need. I may have to eliminate one of the ingredients for my skincare line because I just can't seem to come across it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Anybody in the Dar es Salaam area know where I can get some calendula, aka a marigold flower? I'll put a picture right there. Let me know. I got my jars. I do not have a scale, but you know, sometime this week I'm gonna make it back over to Carriacou Market, and get what I need and get busy. You know, it just is what it is, and I tend to go with the flow. I don't force the hand of anything, and maybe some of y'all should stop trying to force it. If it don't fit, don't force it. No truer line ever has been said, you know. So, yeah, I think that's it. So now you know I've done my DNA. I have a different father than what you all know to be. Well, yeah, a different donor. Ooh, spider. There's a spider crawling up the banister, and I think that means shut it down. 25 minutes. Yeah, yeah. And I might do another one too. I have a partial video. I should have done a live. Yeah, I might do it live. DNA test results. That sounds like a good idea. Instead of, maybe I'll do it sometime through the week. We'll do a live on DNA results. Ha! Yes. Subscribe, like, comment, and share.